Good evening, everybody. So today is a bit of a late video. It's near 9 p.m, which for me is quite late. The family is in bed, but I've decided to make a video for you guys. So I'm going to try and keep the volume down because the little kiddo's in bed and my wife's in bed too. But today I wanted to discuss, people often say, hey Jake, what's the secret to success? I say to people, the secret of success is consistency. And that sounds like a cop-out because there's a lot that goes into running a business. But I'm going to elaborate, and I'm going to elaborate from an academic and from a psychological point of view that you've maybe not heard of before. If you're not up to date with psychology, which you wouldn't be if you haven't studied it, then I'm gonna tell you why consistency is the key to success in anything that you try your hand at. And I want to quote some studies, and I'm going to make some more videos. I'm working on a series of the psychology behind running a successful business and things that we do ourselves maybe we don't realize, and things that we can tap into that are going to help you as an entrepreneur, help your motivation, help your state of mind. So today's lesson is consistency and why that's important for running a business. So the first part of consistency is knowing what you're being consistent to. And what I mean by that is your first step as a successful entrepreneur is making a commitment to something. So I want you now, right? Yeah, I'm looking at you. I want you now to make yourself a commitment. At the moment, there are different stages of commitment. At the moment, I don't want you to tell anybody what your commitment is. I want this to be a secret commitment. Because we're going to gradually, over the course of these videos that I'm going to build, we're going to gradually build on this commitment together, okay? So at the moment, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. I want you to set yourself a serious goal, and it could be something really broad, like by the end of 2019 I want to have my FBA business up and running, or it could be something really small, like I want to finish sending off this email to my supplier. Whatever it is, make a commitment now. Okay, got it? Are you done? Have you got your commitment? Okay, good. Because now this is where the consistency comes in. So I've made some notes. In fact, I've made about 10 pages worth of notes for this video. It's a really, I love, if you haven't guessed this by now, I love psychology, and I'll put it in any video that I can. So I'm gonna browse through my book quickly, and we're gonna go through how staying consistent to that commitment is going to benefit you in your business. Okay, so I'm going to read this quote that I've jotted down in my book. So bear with me while I'm looking away from the camera. So it says, once we have made a choice or taken a stand, we will encounter personal and or interpersonal pressures to behave with that commitment. So what that means is, if you've made a commitment, whatever that commitment may be, maybe your commitment is to lose weight, or to start a business, or to wake up an hour early every day. The fact that you have vocalized that commitment means that you now have this internal feeling of remaining consistent with that commitment. So I'm going to quote a study which is going to back that up. So there was a study, they had two groups, they had the control and they had the other group, and the idea behind this study was to see whether making a commitment actually did influence your consistency. So the study was two groups of people. One group were placed by a stranger who they thought were strangers, and in that group of people, they overheard one of the people saying, I'm going to get up and I'll be back in a minute. Could you watch my seat for me? they wouldn't say that directly to the person, but they would make sure that that person had heard. So they knew that they wanted their seat to be watched for them, but they didn't directly ask them. The next group of people, same scenario, this time the person directly asked them, "I'll be back in a minute, could you watch my seat for me in case somebody tries to come and take my seat?" The group that were directly asked to watch their seat, and therefore the recipient, i.e. yourself, made the commitment to say, "Yes, I will watch your seat," they were 58%, so 58% more likely to watch that person's seat for them. Not only that, but they were also more likely to tell somebody who wanted to sit in that seat, "Oh no, that seat is taken." The group that had only overheard the person saying that they wanted their seat saved, but hadn't directly asked them, only 20% of that group actually saved that person's seat for them if someone wanted to come and sit in that seat. So the reason being is that, like I said earlier, when we make a commitment, we have this inherent sense to be consistent with that. And when we don't make a commitment, we don't have that consistency. Because we, as humans, we have this just this inherent sense of belongingness, and we want to feel like we belong to a group. And groups have morals and values, and a part of that in society is consistency. So if you've just made yourself a commitment now, like I asked you to a minute ago, you will now psychologically, personally and interpersonally, you will now be facing pressures to adhere to the standards of that commitment. So I assume if you're watching this video, you've just made a commitment that's related to business. You will now be facing a psychological battle every single day, saying, "Yes, I'm going to wake up an hour earlier. Yes, I'm going to eat less food. Yes, I'm going to build a business and it's going to be successful." Together, I'm going to work on that commitment with you to the point where you will share that commitment with me. When you share a commitment with somebody, your chances of consistency or consistently behaving in accordance to that commitment drastically improve. Which is why for now I just want you to keep that commitment to yourself, and then we're going to build on that until you tell me what your commitment is, and then I want you to post that commitment in my Facebook group and then share it with other people. It's like if you wanted to lose weight, you would tell yourself, step number 1, I'm going to lose weight. Step number 2, get a picture of your body and put it on your fridge and say, this is what I am now, but I don't want to be this. That's an open commitment now, because you've committed to anybody that can see that photo. And then the final stage of that commitment is to tell your friends and family, "Oh hey, I joined the gym, or I'm eating healthy because I'm going to lose weight." Now you're broadening that horizon even more, and you're telling people that that probably are going to shoot you down. But the more people we tell, the more inclined we are to adhere to the behavior of that commitment. So why am I successful in business? Because I made a commitment a long time ago. I had some stuff going on in my life, and I said enough is enough. I made a commitment, and I stayed consistent for years. I was consistent. I worked hard at my business every day for hours. I uninstalled all of my distractions on my PC. I moved my PC from my bedroom into my front room. I made an office in my front room, and I'd done all these little tricks, and I captured all this psychological knowledge I gained while I was at university and working, and I applied it to my business. I made a commitment and I stayed consistent, and if you can do those things, I guarantee you will succeed. So I'll leave it as that. Why are people successful? Because they're consistent, and they're consistent in a manner that adheres to their commitment. I hope that's not too techie for you. I hope you can keep up. I'm sure you can. You're a smart bunch of people, and I'm not anything, I'm no smarter than the average person. So I'll leave it as that. Like I said, it's getting late. Yeah. Thank you for watching. And like I said, I'm going to be making a short series of how we can include psychology in our business, because nobody on YouTube is doing this, and it's really good for business. There's so many little psychological triggers and things that professional marketers do, big companies do, that nobody seems to do with their businesses on Amazon, because they don't know what they're doing, because nobody has a background in psychology. But I do, and that's sort of my big right hook, is that I was in psychology before I was in e-commerce, and I've combined the two, and something beautiful came out of that fruition. So I want to give that, my knowledge in psychology and e-commerce, back to you guys. So yeah, I'll leave it as that. So thanks for watching. It's a bit late, so I'm probably going to head to bed. But yeah, if you like the video, share it with friends and family. The more people that see it, the more people I get to help. And quite honestly, the better that makes me feel. So yeah, join the Facebook group and comment below. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings. And we'll have a discussion inside the Facebook group. Be sure to join. It's a growing group, and for those members that have joined already, thank you so much. It means the world to me to have my own group that is sort of like my baby, and I can just see it flourishing already, and I'm so grateful to you guys that have joined. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.